David, is the app Gareth Suite free? Alright, it might be worth sending Allmark down there for a bit, see if he wants to start scoring goals again. Hello? Oh, Chris Venables, how's things with the under-19s, mate? Oh, the youth intake is here. And? Nothing. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 11, Episode 14 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Towns. We try and win the Champions League with the Welsh team, but today we are playing a doubleheader against the New Saints, first up in the league, and then we send the Wags out to face the New Saints in the Welsh Cup semi-final, see if we can get ourselves back to another final to defend that trophy. But as you've just heard, the big news is the youth intake has come, and the bad news is that we really didn't get too much in it. A quick look at some of the players here. Cameron Banks is a maybe. Doesn't have the passing ability to be a midfielder though, really. Dan Littlemore, again, doesn't really have the passing ability. There's some decent attributes there. Who else did we sign here? Centre-back in Tommy Smith. Again, not bad, but just probably falling short. Dean Richards, I guess you'd pronounce Rickards, probably is actually how you'd say that. Again, decent winger in terms of physical attributes, but there's not much else there, is there? Tyler Peters, a right winger, again, he's more of a maybe in terms of wingers, but again, not particularly strong. Who else do we have here? McMenemy as a defensive player, defending... what am I trying to say? Central defender. Got there in the end. Mentally, this guy's not too bad. Physically, he's not too bad, but technically, he's an absolute shambles. So, yeah, I mean, we can work on them and see what happens, but I'm not expecting too much. But the good news, in terms of the young players coming through, is look at Ben Evans go. Just quietly, he's becoming a really, really good centre-back for us. So this is the benefit of playing the Wags, I think, is that these guys are getting first-team football, and for a 17-year-old, he actually looks quite good indeed. And even Gurke is coming along not too bad as well. So we are seeing a benefit from the Wags. I'm just not sure this particular season how much benefit we're going to see from it. Now, we do have one game to catch you up on since last episode, and that was, who would we play? Oh, that's right, it was Bengal City in the Welsh Premier League. A Riola penalty gave us the lead, and Ben Evans had us 2-0 up, before Bengal City pulled one back in first half stoppage time. Marcus Wade restored our 2-goal lead, before sealing the points with his second. Before Bengal City got a late consolation. So there we go, a little bit of a goal fest. It was a young team that we put out, a good team obviously as well. We were quite good going forward, defensively a little bit of a shambles. Riola with a penalty, Ben Evans with a goal, and then Marcus Wade with a double as well. Allmark, it's just... I don't know what's happened to him this year. He's the same player he was last year, but look at this. Look at the drop-off in goals from previous seasons. I don't know what the issue is. It's a shame. We won't give up on him, obviously, but yeah, I don't know what to do with him. We'll try the app Gareth Suite and see if that works. Now, one other little piece to catch you up on. Actually, I'll catch you up on it in a second here. We'll have a quick check of the league table, and obviously that is a very good situation for us. Now, I really do want to try and beat the New Saints to try and drop them out of this European spot. So we're going to send out a strong team. It'll be the last time we could see some of the players as well. So sort of could be a farewell game for a few of them. And then of course the Welsh Cup semi-final against the New Saints as well. Let's go and have a look at the team that we're sending out here, or what we're up against, I should say, to start with. Now, obviously the New Saints do have a new manager now. We are the favourites for the game. But Dan Nistor, we can see there, he's not great. But what he is doing is he's installing a new style of play, adventurous passing style that is. You can see there it's no longer the Rusco bus park, which is a nice, refreshing thing, isn't it? We can see that they did beat Catherine Druids last time out. They're a little bit too central, perhaps, when they play. There's their passing network and their key passes as well. And this is the team we're sending out. Now, we're going to move Tommy Williamson forward. Again, it's the European formation. I don't want to mess with it before we get into the game. But it's going to be Dimitri Hughes going in goal for this one. Just one last time. Now, Teniskovic. Oh, yeah, we're in the middle of an international break. That's right. So we're in an international break. That's what I was going to update you on, like when I said that 30 seconds ago. But some good news is that Ignacevich has got himself some caps for Serbia. So he's now an international, which is good for him. And the other international that we now have is also, where's Tamaguchi? It's not Tamaguchi, it's Yamaguchi. I'll get there eventually. Where is he? There he is there. He's got his first Japanese cap as well. So well done to those two. So that's why it's maybe not the team you would necessarily expect. But it's going to be Dimitri Hughes in goal. It's O'Halloran, Goddard and Wanmi at the back. It's Baker. We're going to try him as a wing-back. See how he gets on. He's a very good attacking player, so it might be a genius stroke by me, but probably not if it's my idea. But Baker down the right, Norrington Davies down the left. It will probably be the last time we see Norrington Davies because his contract's up and I don't think I'm going to renew him. That's certainly my plan at this point. It'll be Brewerton, Quinn and Williamson moving forward. It'll be Felgen, the Big Mac, Mackmeyer up top. Let's see what we can do. So we can see they are coming out in a more ambitious style, which is nice. I didn't see if Ryan Sears was playing for them or not. What do we want to say here? Gomez says we should challenge them to pick up where they left off. We've been on a good run, boys. Just go out there and keep it going. We are, of course, still unbeaten. We haven't got the perfect season going anymore, but we are still unbeaten. And that's, of course, a record that goes over 100 games at this point. So hopefully we'll keep that alive here. With the team we've put out there, it should be. There is a chance it could be the last we see of Tommy Williamson and Mackmeyer. You can see I've moved Williamson forward there. Just because we don't know exactly if Mackmeyer's picked up an injury. Potential knee injury. Is it a bruise? Is it a bruise game? Tell me, is it a bruise? No, it's knee ligaments. That's not good. So we will get to see Allmark today after all. A nice little cameo for Mackmeyer. Hopefully it's not the last we see of him. Because that would be a very anticlimactic way to end his career at Bala Town. But obviously my plan is not to sell him. Here we go with the corner. Decent ball in. Allmark is there over the bar. It just seems to be what he does lately. We've got another free kick here, do we? Send him off, ref. That was disgusting. Word to Robinson. Bit of a tick off. And here we go. It's Lee Goddard over the free kick. Can he pull one out of the top drawer? Oh! A really good effort. You'd have to say a decent save as well. I don't see any. We've got so Stewart's the next player of ours, goalkeeper on the bench, but I don't see Ryan Sears anywhere. Goddard now to take a corner. Where's Allmark? Over the bar, mate. He loses out completely there. He does retrieve it though, which is something. In there for Quinn. Quinn across for Goddard. Goddard back to O'Halloran, back to Wanmi, to Quinn. To have any sort of width, boys. Any sort of width. Felge. There it is there for Baker. Can he get a cross in? He's more a dribbler than a crosser. It's a good defensive play, you'd have to say. Good win there by Wanmi. Brewerton. Brewerton gets it wide for Norrington Davies. He gets into the box. Norrington Davies has a go. And it's not the best shot we'll see this episode, hopefully. If it is the best shot we see this episode, then we are in some serious trouble here. Is it going to be a... Oh, Brewerton's done wonderfully to win that back. Norrington Davies to O'Halloran. Back to Brewerton. Don't get caught in possession. Back to O'Halloran. He goes forward early, looking for the flick on. Allmark has it. Can Allmark go himself? Damien Allmark! Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. But at least it's on target. That's an improvement. Corner. Norrington Davies. It's away. Quinn picks it up. Goes back to Norrington Davies. I'm not sure what that was. It's not the best header away. Felge will pick that up. We've got red shirts in the box. It's cleared away again. Again, we pick it up, but that'll do it for the highlight. And we've dominated the half, but we haven't really threatened them. Just that one chance for Allmark really towards the end there. What do we say? We'll say unhappy. I don't know if we can say too much else. A little bit more from Dimitri Hughes. Rene Felge, can you please be better? And who else is... Who's playing a 6-4 there? Thomas Quinn. Come on, mate. And now he's demotivated. Perfect. I was expecting a little bit better from us. I've got to be honest here. Especially having picked such a strong team. But it is a new look New Saints. So maybe we'll have to come up with a different way to play them. I thought I was doing that, obviously, playing three at the back and wing-backs, but maybe not. Wanmi gets it forward there for Baker. Can he get a cross in? He goes for a dribble instead. He unleashes. We've seen him score a couple of goals from distance like that, but that wasn't a particularly good effort, and that'll do that. Let's tell him to get creative. Quinn's only playing a 6.3, so that'll just about do it for him. He's playing as the advanced playmaker, so let's get on Denny Garmy, perhaps, for him. I was ideally trying to keep some of these players fresh for the Cup semi-final, but if we need them here, then we need them here. Could we change anything about the way we're playing, I wonder? Let's try getting early crosses in, and let's try going and closing them down a little bit more, perhaps. Damien Allmark, yet again, only playing a 6.5. I don't know what's wrong with him. Calm down, boys. Come on. Just settle down and put the ball in the back of the net. Well, it was a very, very strong team, and are we going to go and lose? We're going to lose our record, aren't we? Ball to the back post. It's over the bar. And that almost was the end of the record. And it's a stalemate, a 0-0 stalemate. Again, Allmark comes on and just is an absolute disgrace, and we can't be happy with that. A very, very strong team. Mac Myers, that's almost officially season done for him. A very, very strong team, and we couldn't get anything against the New Saints there. Well, we'll send the Wags out next. Let's hope we do a lot better than that in the Cup semi-final. Okay, it is Viewers Player of the Year vote time. We have our nominees from last episode. Thank you to everybody who did nominate their favourite or best player this year. There's 3 nominees this season, and they are in alphabetical order. First up, the Big Mac, Heinz Mackmeyer. This season, 11 goals, 2 assists, an average match rating of 7.27. The second nominee, first time ever, we have had a goalkeeper nominated, Madeline Tanaskovic. He got a nomination, so he has had 21 goals conceded this season, 25 clean sheets, and an average match rating of 6.89, but I think perhaps his full value was seen in the second leg against Manchester City, wasn't it, when we put Dimitri Hughes in and started conceding goals for fun. And the final nominee is Tommy Williamson, this season, 14 goals, just the 1 assist, with an average match rating of 7.49. Now, down in the description, there's a link to a straw poll. Click on that, go and vote for your favourite, or who you think has been our best player this season, and we will announce the winner in next episode's End of Season Awards. Okay, welcome back. It is Cup semi-final time. We are hosting the New Saints. Is it at our home ground? Yeah, it is at our home ground. So we're hosting the New Saints. We've just seen sort of everything about them from last game, so there's no point going into it too much. We'll just have a look at exactly, we do have the analysis report from that game. So we can see here their position or heat map. They maybe just shifted over a little bit to one side there. That would be what? Their right, our left-hand side. Passing network is their key passes from that game as well, but everything has changed from our point of view for this one. And a couple of minor injuries to update you on. Marcus Wade has picked up a knock, so he's not available for this one, which is a bit of a loss. And the other man who's missing for this one, Sam Evans, with a bit of a knock, but more importantly, I think Buckley, the youngster who is just developing into a wonderful, wonderful midfield player for us. So those guys aren't available. So that leaves us with a team of Ewan Burgess in goal. It's Robson, KDH, Evans and Griffin McMenemy as the back four. Sam York and Denny Garmy go in midfield. It's Ap Gareth, it's Dixon and it's Davies going down the left. It's Marcus Burgess. Allmark is dropped to the bench and Marcus Burgess gets the start in this one. Let's see what the youngster can do. Could we be seeing the end of Allmark? Depends what Burgess does here, doesn't it? So it looks as though we're more or less matching up man for man. There may be a little bit more defensively minded there in midfield. Yeah, there we go. We should do it for the fans, says Gomez. Just go out there, relax. We're the favourites. All right, let's do it for the fans. That seemed to work in the final last year. I think that was the team talk, wasn't it? And we did kind of do one over the New Saints in that one. But of course, back then we had a free-scoring Damien Allmark we could rely on, which has completely disappeared for us this season, which is obviously a big disappointment. Now, I just want to quickly just sort of set the expectations for this week. In all likelihood, as Griffin McMenemy gets injured and we don't have a right back. Okay. That's not ideal. How would you feel about playing right back, mate? Ugh. I think that's all we can really do, isn't it? Unless we stick Baker back there, but he's not very defensively sound. Let's do that. At least he's a wide player. Jesus. All right. We could be exposed down the right, but on the other side, we've got a big attacking threat down there, don't we? In all likelihood, we're going to be an episode short this week, basically with sort of everything opening up again. I don't have enough time on the weekends to get ahead for a summer transfer special, and they are very, very time-consuming to sort of record and edit and all that. So it will probably mean that there'll be a day off between the end of season awards episode, next episode, and the summer transfer special. I'll probably have to miss a day so I have a sort of a chance to get that done. So I apologize for that. But the alternative now is I don't really want to just stop any series I have because I'm enjoying the sort of the 2 Football Manager 2 Baseball saves that we have going. So without doing that, the only other alternative would be to start alternating days between Football Managers. So have Bala one day, Brentford the next day. And I don't really want to do that either. So I think it's just best if every sort of once a season we miss a day so I could do the summer transfer. So it's a good ball up, Gareth off the crossbar. He's offside in any case. Yeah, so if we just miss a day once a season so I can do that, I think that's better than sort of alternating days. Unless you guys think otherwise, if you have any other ideas. But I think that's probably what's going to happen this week on both series, to be honest, both Bala and Brentford. Well, there we go. That is another scoreless half of football. We'll tell them we're not pleased. We'll get back out there. We'll tell them to get creative and see what we can do. We're just not creating anything against them, are we? Robson with a throw in there for Sam York. Ball in there for Denny Garmy. Back to York. What's he got for us? Denny Garmy back for York. Crossfield pass. Look at the space Baker's got. Now, one thing he's not as a crosser, but there's look straight out for Ap Gareth. Ball in for Burgess. Burgess takes a touch. Burgess, a second touch. Garmy back out to Baker. Can he get a cross in? He goes back. Here we go. There's the cross in. Sean Davies! Oh, and it's just over the bar again. Twice now. Each winger has had a chance, and they've just put it over the bar. Let's tell them to show some passion. See if we can go and get this goal. But they're making it very, very difficult for us, aren't they? All right, what do we do? Let's try hitting early crosses in. See if that can work for us. Demand more. It's getting down to squeaky bum time, isn't it? 10 minutes to play. We've not created it. They've arguably had the better of this game. But we haven't really seen a highlight from them as of yet. But are they going to nick it and break our hearts late in the day here? KDH goes across there for Ben Evans. Again for Baker. We've got space there in wide areas for Baker to run into. Baker, can he slip a pass in? It's there for Davis! Sean Davis! Oh, he's offside. Go away, referee. Oh, I'd like to see that again. It was a wonderful ball through. Is he? He's not offside. He's not offside. The defender in there. Surely the defender's playing him on. They've got that wrong. Am I seeing things there? The defender was playing him on, was he not? Oh, that is outrageous. We go to extra time. What do we say? You've been on. Don't let it slip away, boys. Don't let it slip away. You're capable, and we need to get a little bit more out of Sean Davis, and we need to get a little bit more out of Ap Gareth as well. And there we go. I'm tempted to tell him to exploit the flanks, but I think as long as we're looking for overlaps, then that should be okay. We've got a free kick here. Baker knocks it in. It's headed away. And what's going to become of this highlight as we retreat rapidly? Good job there by, who is that? A good job there by somebody. It's blocked away. We're still not quite clear yet. Oh, we've all dove in, and Burgess gets away with it. We did our very best to concede a goal there. Let's give it a... I wonder if we need to do a no pressure shout here or something. The problem with the cup, of course, is that there's no options for subs. We need to probably have a quick sneaky look here at penalty takers. We have a decent one on the bench there, so we could take off KDH, but nobody's a particularly good penalty taker. So maybe we don't want to do that after all. Olmark we know that he's not a particularly good penalty taker either. So there's not particularly anybody that we sort of have to get on. Do we maybe go a little bit more direct, try and pass into space, and just keep going. Just hope that something falls our way eventually, that we can stick it in the back of the net. There's no pressure, boys. No pressure. Please, though, do go and score a goal for us. All right, we have to bring Allmark on, don't we? Can Burgess take a penalty? Burgess can take a penalty, kind of. Can Dixon take a penalty? Kind of. Maybe we don't need to bring Allmark on. Oh, we can't not bring him on, though, can we? We have to bring him on. All right, come on. You got 5 minutes, Ormark. Go and win this for us. Oh, we're going to penalties. We've played 2 games plus extra time against the New Saints, unable to score. What has happened to our Bala Town team? It's going to be Ewan Burgess in goal against the New Saints. I don't know if he can save penalties or not. Burgess, he's not getting anywhere near that one. And it's going to be Ben Evans to take our first spot kick. What can he do? Come on, Evans. We've seen him take penalties before, and he stuck that one away very, very nicely indeed. All right, come on, Burgess. Come on, mate, please. Please, 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 please. Oh, it's straight at him, and he saved it. Well done. Well done, Ewan Burgess. Now it's Denny Garmy with a chance. We've seen him score free kicks from outside the box. Can he put in a penalty? That's the big question here, and he can, and it was calm, and it was Denny Garmy to make it 2-1. Will Smith now. Come on, Burgess. Can you make another? It is Will Smith. Come on, Burgess. Oh, he got the right way, and he just couldn't quite keep it out. Sam York now to take a spot kick. I think we've seen him take penalties before as well. I think we've seen him take a penalty in Europe, haven't we? Sam York sticks it away. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. I've just jinxed that horribly, haven't I? It's Jones. Was he formerly at... did he come through our system, Jason Jones? I can't remember. Burgess. Oh, he spun it wide, and that is surely enough now. We have looked disgracefully bad through 2 games, but when it's come to penalties, our little bit of extra quality and class, and it's Ap Gareth. Will we want anybody else to send us to the final? Here we go, Ap Gareth. Come on, mate. This is your moment. Send us through to another cup final, son. Come on. Ap Gareth. This is your moment. Gareth, he sticks it away, and we do eventually get ourselves back to the cup final. Excellent stuff, and that is how we will end the season. Back in the cup final. We have been absolutely disgracefully bad, but we got there in the end. Penalty practice saves Bala. I don't know what they're talking about with penalty practice, but anyway, Griffin McMenemy, it is a potentially season ender for him, and that leaves us a big problem now for the final as to who is going to play right back for that one. Not ideal. Goalless Ormark worries Bala Town. He's been worrying me for quite a while, to be honest. I wonder if Voodoo will work. Anyway, we might have to put a call into some of our friends down there who believe in witch doctory. But anyway, that is us in the final. Do we know who we're playing in that final just yet? Let's go and have a quick look here. We don't as of yet. So let's just quickly skip ahead and see if it's Cardiff Met Uni or Carnarvon. So it will be Carnarvon in the final. Where is the final taking place? It's at the Millennium Stadium. Well, there we go. A 74,500 capacity stadium, and I would be shocked if we even 1/10 fill that. There we go. We're off to the Millennium Stadium. It will be Bala Town versus Carnarvon, and what a way to end the season that is. I love the Millennium Stadium. I went there for a Rugby World Cup game, and it's by far and away my favourite stadium I've ever been to, apart from Villa Park. But there we go. If we have a quick look at Carnarvon and how they did in their semi-final, it's what do we want to do? Schedule. There was 4 goals, each by 2 of our former players in Lawrence Thomas and Kirk Butland. So, yeah, we're going to be facing some former Bala Town players in that final. But if you have enjoyed this, guys, please do hit thumbs up. I know it was 2 goalless draws, but we did make a cup final. So if you love defensive football and some bad finishing, you would have enjoyed that. So hit thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for our end of season awards, the cup final. And of course, don't forget to vote in who's going to be the Viewers Player of the Year, because we'll do that as well. Take care.